Are you ready, Shalom Wong, for our first speech in this dynamic club? So she is taking a pathway project dynamic leadership at level 1. The title of her speech is Breakthrough. Duration is 4 to 6 minutes, and the evaluator is Adam Chin. Adam, do you want to give some intro about the introduction for this project? Over to you, Adam, and can start with the speech right away.
Thank you, Mandy. Shalom is doing icebreaker today. She's doing her first speech since the joining of her as a member. In an icebreaker speech, the purpose of the speech is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. Let's see what she has for us. The speech title is Breakthrough. Time givens are 4 to 6 minutes. Shalom, good luck.
Okay, good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters members and welcome guests. Before I go into my speech, is my voice clear enough?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, once again, good evening. Hello, my name is Shalom, which means peace in Hebrew. I'm 18 years old this year and I have graduated my high school last year and going to further my education level in Taiwan this September. I've heard before that some people introduce themselves mentioning about the competitions they have participated in, their achievements or the content of their current job, but I don't have anything like that to present. Therefore, when I was writing these pieces, I tried to come up with ideas, but none come to me, as I'm not a person that keen on participate in competitions. I'm more like a person that go with the flow and I don't like getting involved in those competitions. From the above, it is apparent that I don't participate in competitions, especially those involving speaking on stage. However, my school has many similar competitions, but in my memory, I've only participated once because my teacher said that those who participate in the competitions don't have to take the oral exam. At that time, I was tricked by my friend to sign up for a storytelling competition in Bahasa Malaysia. I'm not a person that good at memorizing, so I didn't memorize all my scripts that time. I was really nervous before going up stage, and then my friend told me a secret that can decrease the intensity before going up. The secret was to take off my glasses. As you can tell, I have a short sight. My friend told me that taking off my glasses, then I won't see the teachers' faces, then cannot see what was happening downstage. Then there will be less fear. So I decided to give it a try as my friend is familiar with those on stage competitions. So I took off my glasses before going upstage. But while I'm standing on stage, my brain was totally blank and my legs were trembling. When I look down, I see no one faces. I become more fear. Then I said a few words and quickly ended my story and then calmed down. The fear being on stage has not been overcome. However, the fear is only limited to being on stage. I'm not afraid of speaking in front of my classmates. Since I was a class monitor, I often gave announcements and there were also many groups presentations. So I'm not afraid speaking in front of my friends or classmates. But I do get nervous when I have to go up on stage to give a speech. So after I graduated from high school, by chance, my parents introduced me to Toastmasters. First, I was actually very resistant and opposed to it. And at that time, I was also feeling insecure and lacking in confidence of my English levels. For your information, I rarely, or I can say not even once, doing announcement or doing presentations in English. However, I'm willing to give myself a chance to overcome the challenge, overcome the difficulties and challenge the fear, to walk out of my comfort zones. Because I know the moment when I feel like giving up is right before my breakthrough. Also, I realized that if I have mastered one more skill, I will be able to gain access to more opportunities. Therefore, in the end, I'm no longer against to join Toastmasters, since I hope to become its opponent when I encounter difficulties. Therefore, within the process of learning and growing, I hope everyone can generously share your ideas to me to help me to grow better and faster. And I hope that I can improve my English and my public speaking skills through Toastmasters. Thank you. Back to Mandy.
Mandy. Before I start, can I invite everybody to unmute yourself and give Shalom the loudest cheers and claps?
Yay. This will be
Yay.
recorded for her to hear.
Well done,
Yay, well done.
Thank you. Now, Shalom is not here. I'm gonna do like a quick evaluation and send the recordings to her. Shalom is challenging her first speech tonight, doing ice breaking. She did tremendously well. And the topic was revolving around participation in competitions, how she took up new challenges, how she break through towards her life. Now she had like a substantial amount of smile throughout her speech. Shalom is very friendly. You can tell from her face, it's very kind. It's very appealing to the eye. And I like the exciting points in her speech when she talked about taking the glass off, when the friends told her, you can just take your glass off and you will see nothing and you will have no fear. But it turns out the other way around, where she actually did not conquer the stage fright. It makes her more nervous. I think that's like the highlight, the interesting part of the speech. The whole speech has a good structure. It has an opening, a very strong body, and a conclusion where towards the end she gave us some take-home messages. And I think she did very well for this icebreaker speech. Her strength is the excitement. She tried to write some stories around that topics of breakthrough, and there's a resolution towards the end. I think she did really well. One suggestion that I may give to Shalom is to just skip the greetings in the beginning, where you don't have to do any greetings. Get straight to the point. You can just talk about, have you ever thought of participating in a competition? Or, I've heard of competitions in Toastmasters and it's scary. Get straight to the point, hook the audience up with the ideas of, I'm going to anticipate something interesting next. And I would like for her to introduce some sections in a speech where you can use pause. I noticed that she might be using some script, I'm not sure. Well, with online meetings, you're not sure if somebody is like looking at notes from the screens, but I do notice a constant amount of tiny bit of consistency. Well, if you can just put that into sections, like a very clear that you are moving on from one point to another, it gives the audience some time to digest your points and more times to listen, accept the speech. Just one challenge to Shalom is to try to practice without using notes. And that would be the next challenge for her next speech, which is on any topics and receiving an evaluation feedback. With that, I would like to congratulate Shalom once again. She did well. She did tremendously well with substantial amount of smile. I hope she could start her second speech very soon. Congratulations once again.